Let's talk about SNAP for a second. Why did the Republicans send $40 billion to Argentina? Where is that money, Scott? Why didn't that go to Americans? Why? That's America first.
The ACA needs to be reformed. Healthcare needs to be reformed. This is a way bigger question.
You guys failed at that last time. The whole thing was repeal and replace. You had a trifecta. You tried this. You failed.
They're also talking about eggs. They are talking about the cost. Eggs are not low.
Eggs are low.
Have you been to a grocery store around here?
Let's hop into a heated CNN panel covering the so far failed Trump administration. If you can, take a moment, leave us a like on the video. It helps us out a ton. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers, and let's get right into the breakdown.
Democrats refuse to be complicit in having millions of Americans, including 100,000 in Kentucky, your home state, if I'm remembering correctly, Scott, that rely on ACA, that would see their premiums rise several
which you can deal with separately. It doesn't have to be, those two things do not go together.
But the way that they're doing this right now, they're combining both.
Voting to support the budget still doesn't, if you keeping it closed doesn't fix the ACA. The ACA needs to be reformed. Healthcare needs to be reformed. This is a way bigger question.
You guys failed at that last time. The whole thing was repeal and replace. You had a trifecta. You tried this. You failed.
That's not true. They're still in the concept of a plan stage.
No, in terms of
they've been in the concept stage since 2000.
David, and as we've discussed, they've been stuck in the concepts of a plan phase for years because their solutions are actually just more of the problem, and they know that. More privatization, more profit motive, less guaranteed access, more farmer monopolization. These are all things that exacerbate the issue. It's shown by every developed country with a single-payer system having better access, higher quality care, and lower cost than us. So they can just blame Obamacare because Obama's in the name, so woke and socialism, and most people don't know what it actually is. But like, here's the facts. Obamacare has curved the growth rate of Medicare. This has caused a steep decline in Medicare spending from what was projected 10 years ago. Obamacare leads to expanded access, better coverage through removing limits and allowing coverage for those with pre-existing conditions, and lower premium costs. None of this needs debated because we know right now, if MAGA lets these ACA credits expire, premiums will go up over 150% in some states. That shows you alone what these credits are doing. It seems like an objective success to me. What we need is single payer. The Obamacare didn't go far enough, but again, Republicans just want to move us further from that, not closer, so their critiques are bad faith.
Let's talk about SNAP for a second. Why did the Republicans send $40 billion to Argentina? Where is that money, Scott? Why didn't that go to Americans? Why? That's America first.
It's a credit swap. We're going to turn a profit on
That's America first. We're sending money to Argentina rather than taking care of people's SNAP. I would have loved to have been at Mar-a-Lago while the girls were in the martini glasses when they were trying to figure out what to do with the judge's order. Half the room was probably like, should we pay it? Should we not pay it? And then someone was like, oh, I have a great idea. Let the subjects only get half their rations. I mean, they're only going to give half the SNAP benefits to these people.
And guys, they're only doing this because they were ordered by Democratic judges. So shout out the Democrats. And while there is a bill unanimously supported by the Democrats that would fund full benefits, right? So just, MAGA clowns will be in the comments on how, it's Democrats' fault because they voted 14 times no on the CR. The same ones Republicans, of course, haven't negotiated a single portion of to try and garner votes. Like, you think somebody putting the same bill on the floor 14 times that hasn't passed is doing so in good faith? It's almost as if they continue putting it on the floor for optics because they know it won't pass. It's almost like just 3 years ago, they were telling the Democrats when they had House majority that they wouldn't vote on the CR unless they made concessions to them, and then the Democrats did. It's almost like democracy entails negotiation, but hey, what does it really matter here? Most of America agrees with me, so like, too bad, MAGA.
People are talking about groceries, they're talking about gas. Well, guess what? 9 months later, people are still talking about groceries. They're still talking about gas.
They're not talking about gas. Gas is at a 4-year low.
It depends on what part of the country you're in. But they're talking about,
it's really high, but everywhere else.
But they're also talking about eggs. They're talking about the cost. Eggs are not low.
Eggs are low.
Have you been to a grocery store around here?
His Rolex probably.
Eggs are not low.
I'm going to fact check you after the show, and you're going to be surprised.
$8.99 for eggs is not low. But what I'm saying is, the American people disagree with that, and they blame it very squarely.
If you guys think it's a good idea,
hold on.
if you guys think it's a good idea,
we've been through this before. Eggs are lower than they were when Trump came into office, but not year over year.
You have to love how MAGAnomics largely relies on this sort of cherry picking. Inflation is back up. It's back trending over 3%, which is above economically desirable, in which Biden had it under for multiple months. Eggs are still up year over year. Beef is up massively now under Trump. Bananas, coffee, like groceries just as a whole is up over I think 3.2%. Retail is up massively. Things like toys are up massively. This is as the one big beautiful bill cuts 3 million people off food stamps, as Trump right now is only paying out half of the food stamp benefits to the over 40 million Americans who rely on it, with healthcare costs set to go up, costs in the free market set to go up. I mean, it's evil, right? Like, you have to love how everything Trump is doing right now for the economy is making it harder for everyday people to afford their necessities. And it's what we on the left knew he would do. And the hope is that moving forward, the voters in the middle don't forget heading into these next few election cycles.